Hi there, I'm Timothy Linsdau, video producer and a Christian. Let's do something a little different today. I like to think that I'm an explorer, and I want to show you about how to navigate. And it's going to be by compass instead of the electronic stuff we have these days. So this is important because you run out of batteries or break your electronic stuff. What are you going to do? So you got to have that. And a great manual for that is the Boy Scout Handbook. Terrific. I just got done teaching a group of adults not too long ago in the compass. And we'll go over that a little bit. It can be a little bit of a struggle at times. First thing we want to do, I hope it doesn't get too noisy out here. We're going to study the parts of the compass. Now, knowledge of the fact that a metal needle, like placed on a block of wood and floated in water, will point north. Now, people once thought that was magic, and one might wonder what that's about. The Earth has a magnetic pole, a north magnetic pole, but that north magnetic pole is not true north. Oh, brother, now we got to do something. Because what you have on the map, when you get a map out, shows north, that's North Pole, true north. But your compass points to magnetic north. So we'll work on that part too. When it can get really confusing is when you're working on a map, because the compass is not pointing true north, but you have to orient it so it will be. But right now we're just going to talk compass, okay? So let's work on the parts of the compass. This is a silver compass that allows you, if I can get it here, see, if you flip up that mirror, you can see the compass housing here and needle, and you have this little arrow up here, which is a direction of travel arrow. It's like a gun sight, and you can look through that sight on an object and line up your compass. Okay, I'm going to do a little more of a close-up so you can see this better. At least I hope. Okay. Now this is your compass. This is your base plate. This plastic plate here is your base plate. Now I'm going to turn this. You see that red arrow down there? That is your orienting arrow, and these are orienting lines. This is your compass housing, and it has 360 degrees on it. That's a circle. 90 is quarter of the way, 180 is halfway, 270 3/4 of the way, all the way to 360. Alright. This line on this mirror and this gun sight looking thing, that's your direction of travel arrow. Now on a compass without this, it's going to be a flat base plate with that arrow, direction of travel. Now, this particular compass, you can see when you tip up the mirror, you can see this accurately. So when you take a bearing through that sight, you can also see the compass housing. That's the advantage of this type of a compass. Okay, and there's many kinds. Okay, now when you go to set a bearing, let's say 40 degrees. Now this white line in there, you see that? That is your direction of travel. Sorry, you can just see that white line in there. Let me see if I can get closer for you to see it. Now we're going to turn this to 40 on that white line. Okay, that's your bearing. Now what you do is you'd hold this against your body, this end of the base plate, and you'd turn your whole body until that red needle comes over that orienting arrow. And then you'd sight along that line in that gun sight. That would be a 40-degree bearing. And then you follow that direction, keeping this red needle over the orienting arrow. Okay, so those are the parts. The base plate, the compass housing, the orienting arrow on the bottom of the compass housing, the red end of the magnetic needle, direction of travel. Those are the parts. Those are the parts you need to know. Then how you set it is when you have a bearing, you set the bearing on that white mark, say 60 degrees. You put that against your stomach, turn your whole body till the needle comes over the orienting arrow, and you follow that direction. Takes a little practice. The other part, the hard part, is the needle does not point to true north. It points to magnetic north. Okay. And down inside there, oh, sorry, I'm going to move this around. You see those little red numbers? You see 40, 20, 20, 40. Declination, west declination, east declination. All right, you have to adjust for that. So this is pointing magnetic north, but we're at 11.3 in San Diego east declination, so you have to turn it to 11.3 on that red scale. Now your north is true north, and the magnetic needle's magnetic north. Pretty cool, huh? That's the part that's difficult. Now, how do we use this thing? All right, let's say we have a command or a direction. We're doing some kind of a contest, and they say you want to go 90 degrees. Okay, so now you're going to turn your compass so that the 90 is pointing towards the orienting, or I'm sorry, the direction of travel. All right. Now, you're going to take and hold the compass. I'm going to, like this, against your body, and that's the end of the base plate here. And you're going to turn your body until this red needle comes over the orienting arrow. And you turn, 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 turn. And it's over the orienting arrow. And I'm facing 90 degrees. And okay. I'm facing 90 degrees. If I can set that up. And it's pretty much going to be that direction. Which is right? Well, that's pretty basic about how you use a compass. And that red arrow is always pointing towards magnetic north. All right, that's important. Now, compass housing, magnetic needle, base plate, direction of travel. I just want to double check my work here, see if I missed anything. Some compasses have these scales on them, like inches and millimeters along the sides. Some compasses can actually have another screw on the back that you can adjust for that magnetic north. Extremely important tool in the backcountry. Always keep one with you, no matter what kind of GPS you have. My son became the second American to solo the South Pole. Used a compass for over 700 miles to get there. That's a whole nother story you can look up. Aaron Linsdau. Okay. So now you have an idea how a compass works. And again, whatever your bearings, say 60 degrees, that's your bearing, and you hold that and turn your body until that arrow, the needle comes over the orienting arrow, and then you travel in that direction. And that's how it works. Well, I hope you have a little bit better understanding how a compass works. It's a neat challenge. There's even, organizations that do games and orienteering and multiple things using compass. And when you get to using the map, it's like magic. It's pretty neat, especially when you get magnetic north and true north figured out. So a little more exploring some other time. So I'm Timothy Linsdau. Have fun exploring, and thanks for watching. Like and comment on my video, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks.